So here in number 9, we are given that the sum of the first 23 terms is 874, and we know that the first term here is negative 6. So one thing I'm going to do here is I've got the sum, so I'm going to write the sum formula, at least as a place to start. So it's arithmetic, we're told that, so it's going to be n over 2, and then a sub 1 plus a sub n, and here's what we know. Okay, n is equal to 23, right? That's that 23 coming right from there. So that's our n. So right now I can write s sub 23 is equal to 23 over 2 times a1. Now we know a1, right? a1 is up here. That's our negative 6. So I'm going to put a negative 6 plus a sub n. Not a sub n. What do I want here? I want a sub 23 because I know n is equal to 23. And that value we don't have, so we're going to have to get that. Now see, what I'm looking for here are two things, d and a sub 36. I've got two variables. I'm thinking I'm going to need two equations. Here's one, okay? And actually, we can go a little bit farther here because what is s sub 23? It's 874, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Let's carry this on. 874 is equal to 23 over 2 times negative 6 plus a sub 23. And now I'm going to multiply by 2. All right, so 874 times 2, well, 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 7 is 14. Carry that 1. 8 times 2 is 16. I'll get 1784 is equal to 23 times negative 6 plus a sub 23. Oh, what do you know here? Why don't we just multiply through? So we will get, all right, positive times negative, let's see, 1748. Negative, now 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 2 is 12. 13 plus 23 a sub 3, 23. Okay, let's add that to both sides. So I'll do it right up here. So I'm going to have the 1748 plus the 138. That's equal to 23 times the 23rd term. Okay, let's just divide here. All right, so I'm going to divide. So I'm going to get 1748 plus 138 divided by 23. There's our a sub 23. So I'll do this on my calculator. So when I add those top numbers together, I get 1886 divided by 23. That's the 23rd term. And when I make that division, I get a sub 23 is equal to 82. All right, so I've got the 23rd term. So we have got the 23rd term, which is 82. Now, since I have a term number, I'm going to use the term number formula, which is this one. A sub n is equal to a1 plus n minus 1 times d. And because I have the 23rd term, I'm going to use 23 for that one. All right, so a sub 23 is a1, which is negative 6, plus n 23 minus 1 times d. And I just happen to know a sub 23, right? A sub 23 is that number right there. So we're going to get 82 is negative 6 plus, how about 22d? Let's add 6. So I'll get 88 is equal to 22d. And if we divide, we'll get d equals 88 over 22. I'm thinking that just might be a 4. All right, so now I've got d and I've got a1. So if I come back to this formula right here, a sub n is equal to a1 plus n minus 1d, right? What are we looking for? We're looking for d. We've got d, right? We just got d. But I also want a sub 36. So I'll use the a formula for that. So with n equal to 36, we will get a sub 36 is equal to a1, negative 6, plus 36 minus 1 times d, but we just found that to be a 4. So how about a sub 36 is negative 6 plus 35 times 4. I'm going to do it up here. I'll go up here. A sub 36 is equal to negative 6 plus, now I know 2 times 35, that's 70. And I've got double that, so that must be 140. All right, so a sub 36 is equal to 140 minus 6 is going to be what? 134. All right, so I'm going to claim now that D is equal to, what do we get? 4, and the 36th term is 134. How do you like that? So again, we've got an arithmetic sequence, and we're told that the first term is 5 and that the common difference is negative 4. And what we want to do, first of all, is find a sub n. All right, now that's just some general term, right? And we have a formula for the general term, and it's this. A sub n is a1 plus n minus 1d, and we've got these numbers. So a sub n is a1, which is 5, right? That number right there is the 5, plus, okay, n minus 1 times d, but that's negative 4. So let's just rewrite this. So an is going to be 5 plus, maybe we can write this like this. Instead of plus, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take that negative 4 and I'm going to put it here. Negative 4 n minus 1. Okay, so I think that that is probably what we're looking for right here. And then we also have to get the sum of the first 10 terms. Now it's arithmetic, so I have some formula for this. S sub n is n over 2 times this quantity, right? A1 plus A10. All right, now n is equal to 10 because that's what we're looking for, right? N is equal to 10. So we will get the sum of the first 10 terms is n, 10 over 2 times the first term, which is 5 plus, oh, we don't have this one, but we can get it, a sub 10. Okay, so we're close. I'm going to go up to the top here and do this. S sub 10 is equal to, all right, now this part over here, 10 over 2, we got a 5 times 5 plus a sub 10. Okay, so we need to get a sub 10. Now that's an a, so we're going to use the a formula. So I'm going to go back here and use an equals a1 plus n minus 1d. So a10 is equal to a1, which is 5, plus, okay, n minus 1, 10 minus 1 times d, which is that negative 4. So a sub 10 is 5 plus 9 times negative 4. A sub 10 is 5 minus 36. So a sub 10 is, what do we get here? Negative 31? Now, I think I can get this. So I'm going to go all the way back right up here and substitute for that a sub 10. So s sub 10 is going to be 5 times a1, which is a 5, and then plus, well, that a10, which is negative 31. So how about 5? All right, negative 31 plus 5 is negative 26. Positive times negative is negative. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 2 is 10. Carry that 3. I'm thinking 130. There you have it.